So you're saying that this program will create job pathways for all trainees. Precisely how many
jobs?
Yes, I'm getting there.
I won't give you a number because
I'm interested in knowing
I won't give you a number.
Just how many job placements are expected this quarter. Okay, if you're not giving a number, what's the
the reason why I will not give you a number?
Just a minute.
You know the reason why I will not give you a number?
Just a minute, Minister.
Because you can.
What's the absorption? I'm concerned about the absorption plan for those certified, because it's beyond just certifying trainees. What's the plan to get them engaged?
That's what I'm saying. When you go for the training, when you put in for it, when you learn through this, and you are able to scale through and said, okay, this is the number we have for those that really go this training, have passion for it, because it's two different things. It's just like we're telling that you give somebody compulsory skill development something, and the person is not interested in what you give to him. There will be some set of numbers of people that will be interested. And there's a lot of companies, there's a lot of private sectors and all that in protection, agent protection, even outside the country, that are looking for this. So it depends on the numbers that, okay, these are the social numbers of those that are able to put themselves together in this training. We can train 1 million people, and at the end of the day, we have 100, we have 50, we have 60. So again, we are training, putting it first out. Get yourself trained properly. Calm down, relax, train, get this to yourself, get a skill, which is important. Even if you have a skill before, upscale it so that the certification is going to be useful for you to get a job for yourself.
So you're saying you don't have an envisioned number as to the number of jobs you foresee this to bring? All right, you've spoken about digital inclusion. What's the plan to really reach marginalized young people, especially those in rural areas without access to power, internet, or even a basic education? Who's being included and who's left behind?
Thank you very much. This has been my major focus, which I was trying as much as possible to drive into. Because as Minister of Youth, I discovered that even you will see a letter being written to you, a memo being written to you, a letter being written to you, and they will tell you that they call CBC from one local government. And you will ask yourself, and I started pulling it down. And that was one thing that really prompted me when I was Minister of Youth. I sat down with some set of team of people and said, see, because I'm a grassroots person and I know where I'm coming from, it's not about projecting you and you one of those that are going to advert or whatever. No, I was coming from a local area, from somewhere in a street in Akure, and I know how it is to be a grassroots youth. I know what it takes to come from a grassroots or where it's a commercial places. And I sat down, I went through all the some of the states, not the state capital, but the local government itself. And I discovered that, I can give you an example. When I was in Borno and I went to Chibok and I looked at what is happening there, I see that it's different from what is happening in Adamawa in another local area. I see that it's different from what happens in Kaduna or Kano. What they need is different. Even in the Southwest and in the South-South, more than 28 states. And I asked myself, the most important thing is to work alongside with the state government, because there is no youth in the federal. There is no, the youth in the federal are the youth that works around Abuja and do their basic work, whatever work they are doing in whichever area they are. But the major youth, the large numbers of the constituency that you said we are 70% over, they are much more a former youth. And that is why with me, I classify youth into two, and which the ministry is working on now. The formal youth and the informal youth. The informal youth are they are like 50% out of the 70%. While the 20% are the informal youth that you have the records, that you know what they do, and the artisans, the hawkers, those people in the state are the informal youth, which there are many, which as a politician too, and a lot of politicians will not want to listen to this, but that's the truth. The informal youth are those ones that a large numbers of people went back to come and tell them that this is this, this is this, this is that. So how can we bring these formal youth? That is working with the state government. That is very important. and with what the president is doing in local government, and I've made sample of this by going to Akwa Ibom and visiting. I was still having a conversation with the chairman of Governors Forum yesterday at the airport, and we had some agreement on this, and Governor of Imo State. And we said, see, it is time to revisit the Ministry of Youth Development in all states, because the youth are reside in those states. The youth are reside in that local government. Let us go back to skills training. Let us tell them with the programs the president launched in Abuja, the Nigerian Youth Academy, that we have a digital skills, and let's have a greenhouse. And kudos to the governor of Akwa Ibom State. He agrees, and we are working on it. We promise in the next 3-4 months, we're having a youth-friendly center in all the 31 local government area, so that you will come there. We will work with NDE. We will work with ITF. We will work with Mildan. We will work with Naseni to start training.
Allow me to butt in.
Training.
Minister, time is ticking really, because this administration has done more than 2 years now. And it matters the time frame within which all of this vision and intention are accomplished for young Nigerians.
It is continuous.
But we're going to talk. We're going to talk about.
But we said 2 years.
We're going to talk more about that briefly. Let's go on a short break.